Hello to all the NEET aspirants. This is your Prasanna Ma'am from NEET World, and here we are to discuss the advanced questionnaire set from the chapter Cell Cycle and Cell Division. So today in this session we are going to cover all modes of the questionnaire, like match the following type of questions, statement based questions, assertion reason questions, and most importantly NEET previous year questions as well. So yes, let's get started. First, this question is a match the type of question wherein in column 1 the activity is given, in column 2 the phase or stage of the cell cycle is given. So here if you take content of DNA doubles, DNA content doubles during S phase, right, DNA content doubles during S phase, and centrioles on the cytoplasm will get duplicated in the S phase again in animal cell, okay, and then chromatin condensation will happen in prophase. So B is 4, A will be 3, and then resting phase is G0 phase, that is option 2. Resting phase is called as interphase. Interphase is also called as resting phase because there is no actual cell division that is happening in interphase. Quiescent stage is G0 stage, that is option 2, right ma. So here if you have to look into the options, A will be 3, B is 4, C is 1 and D will be 2. Option D will be the right answer. Next question you look into ma. Yeah. So this, select the incorrect match regarding the mitotic cell division he is asking. Mitotic cell division, we have to select the incorrect statement with respect to that. Prophase chromosomes will begin to uncoil. No, chromosomes will get chromosomes will begin uncoil and they get condensed to chromosomes. Condensed to chromosomes. Fine. So chromosomes will begin uncoil and they get condensed to chromosomes. 1 is correct. Next, metaphase, chromatids will move apart, he is saying. In metaphase, chromatids will not move apart, they will stay on the metaphasic plate. So this is wrong. If here anaphase is written, then it would be correct. Next, telophase, the nuclear membrane will reappear. True, nuclear membrane reappears during telophase. Late anaphase, the chromosomes consist of 2 chromatids. Okay. In late anaphase, chromosomes will consist of 2 chromatids. True. Next, in interphase, the statement is correct only. Interphase, chromosomes are not distinct. Wrong. During interphase, chromosomes are distinct and they are visible under light microscope. So here what are the incorrect matches over here? 2 and 5. 2 and 5 will be the incorrect matches. So it is option A. Next question. Select the correct sequence of substages of prophase 1 of meiotic division. Okay, correct sequence of substages we are asking. He is asking from prophase 1. So prophase 1, if you have to take, what are the correct sequence of the substages? First is leptotene, then zygotene, and then followed by pachytene, followed by diplotene, and then diakinesis. Fine, right ma. So here we will be having first is leptotene, second is zygotene, third is pachytene, fourth will be diplotene, and fifth is diakinesis. So here what will be the option? C is 1 first, so first will be C and then it is A and then B and then E and then D. So option 2 will be the right answer. Next question you look into, yeah. The process, this is the NEET previous year question, that is NEET 2023. The process of appearance of recombination nodules that occurs at which substage of prophase 1? Okay, at which substage of prophase 1 recombination nodules will appear? During pachytene. During pachytene substage, recombination nodules will appear and recombination happens, which is an enzyme mediated process. That enzyme is recombinase between 2 non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. And here if you see assertion reason type of question, wherein assertion They are clearly stating that small disc shaped structures at the surface of the centromere are called as kinetochores. Through centromere, which is the primary constriction, small disc shaped structures at the peripheral ends or the sides of the centromere is what? Kinetochores. And then in reason, this kinetochores serve as the site of attachment to the spindle fibers. They will serve as what? Site of attachment of the spindle fibers to the centromeres. So here assertion and reason both are true, and in reason it is clearly explaining the assertion. So in this case we have to choose A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of assertion. Here again, assertion, crossing over leads to recombination of genetic material. Yes, crossing over will lead to what? Recombination of genetic material. In reason he is saying like crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between two homologous chromosomes. Correct, right? So both A and R are true, but reason it is not explaining assertion. So here A and R are true and R is not correct, not the correct explanation of A. Here we have to choose option 2. Clear, right now? This question you see, this is a statement based question. Read the given statements and select the correct option. Correct option he is asking us to choose. Statement 1. Plant cytokinesis occurs by cell plate formation. Yes, plant cytokinesis occurs by what? Cell plate formation. Statement 2. In plant cells, furrow gradually deepens and divides the cell cytoplasm into two. Wrong. This happens in animal cells. This happens where? In animal cells. Okay, furrow will deepen inside and that divides the cell cytoplasm into two. So here statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is false. So in this case we have to choose what option? Option B. And then this is again a statement based question which is asked in NEET 2023. Statement 1, if you have to see, during G0 phase of the cell cycle, the cell is metabolically inactive. He is saying that is quite a wrong statement. The cell is metabolically active. So statement 1 is what? Wrong, ma. Next statement 2, the centrosome undergoes duplication during S phase of interphase. That is correct. Let us suppose this as a cell. If you have to consider this as a cell and this is the nucleus, inside the nucleus the genetic material will get duplicated. Inside the cytoplasm, the centrosome which is having two perpendicular centrioles, this will get duplicated. Okay. The centrosome with two perpendicular centrioles will get duplicated during S phase itself. So statement 2 is correct. So 1 is wrong and 2 is correct. Option 3 will be the right answer. Next question if you have to look into, identify the correct sequence of events during prophase 1 of meiosis. So he is asking us to identify the prophase 1 of meiosis. Synapses of homologous chromosomes, we have to identify the sequence, right, ma? So synapses of homologous chromosomes takes place where? Synapses, synaptonemal complex formation or bivalent formation takes place during zygotine. This occurs during zygotine. In B, chromosomes become gradually visible under the microscope. This happens where? In the first stage, that is leptotene. And then crossing over between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes, that happens during pachytene. And then terminalization of chiasmata. Terminalization of chiasmata, that happens during the last stage, that is diplotene. Sorry, that is diakinesis. And dissolution of synaptonemal complex. Dissolution of synaptonemal complex takes place where? In the diplotene. Now you tell me the sequence, beta. First is leptotene, that is B will be 1, then zygotene A will be 2, and then pachytene C will be 3, and then diplotene E is 4, diakinesis D is 5. First B followed by A followed by C followed by BAC followed by D and E. Okay. So, here option 2 will be the right answer. Okay. Next, select the incorrect statement with reference to mitosis. Again, this is the NEET 2022 question. Look into it carefully. The chromosomes decondense at the telophase. Yes, that is the right statement. It will get decondensed during telophase, condensed during prophase. Splitting of the centromere occurs at the anaphase. True and correct. All the chromosomes lie at the equator at the metaphase. True. Spindle fibers attach to the centromere of chromosomes. All chromosomes lie at the equatorial. Yes. Spindle fibers attach to the centromeres of the chromosome. Wrong. They will attach to the kinetochores which are on the centromeres. So, they are attached to the kinetochores. So, here option 4 will be the right answer. Next question you look into, ma, regarding meiosis, which of the statements is incorrect? Which of the following statements regarding meiosis is incorrect? Pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination nodule in meiosis 1. Yes, it happens in meiosis 1 during Pac-18, and then 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis. Yes, 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2, and then there are 2 stages in meiosis, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Yes, DNA replication occurs in S phase of meiosis 2. Wrong, DNA replication occurs during S phase of interphase. So, in this case, what is the right answer, ma? Option 4 will be the right answer. Next question you look into, find the incorrectly matched pairs and choose the correct option. So, the right option needs to be chosen over here. So, here if you have to look into leptoteen, the chromosomes become invisible. Wrong, the chromosomes will be visible in the leptoteen. Zygotene, pairing of homologous chromosomes will happen. Yes, pairing of homologous chromosomes happens in the zygotene. As such, bivalence will be formed, synaptonemal complex will be formed. Pac-18, dissolution of synaptonemal complex takes place. True, yes, in Pac-18 dissolution of synaptonemal complex occurs. Diplotin, bivalent chromosomes will appear as tetrads. No, bivalent chromosomes appear as tetrads during zygotene itself, that is synaptonemal complex formation. Yes, next, and this is also, ma, dissolution of synaptonemal complex occurs in diplotin, not in Pac-18. Diakinesis, terminalization of chiasmata, this is correct only. So, here what are the right options? B and E are correct over here. So, option C will be the right answer. Next question you look into, ma, select incorrect statement. Okay, we have to select the incorrect statement regarding S phase of interphase. Incorrect statement regarding which phase? S phase of interphase. It occurs between G1 and G2. Yes, in interphase, if we have to draw the cell cycle once. So, here interphase is having 3 subphases, that is G1, S and G2, and then it has what? The M phase. M phase, which is divided into prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So, here if we have to see, it occurs between G1 and G2. Yes, S phase occurs in between G1 and G2. DNA replication in nucleus is in this phase. Yes, DNA replication occurs in this phase only, and then centriole duplication in cytoplasm. Yes, as DNA doubles, the number of chromosomes also doubles. Wrong, this is the direct NCERT line, ma. As DNA is getting doubled or DNA duplication happens, chromosome number is same in the S phase. Okay, DNA only doubles but not the chromosome. Okay, this is the hypothetical statement because chromosome is visible in the prophase, not in the S phase. This is the hypothetical statement, but then it conveys that only DNA is which it is getting duplicated. It is only DNA that is getting duplicated during S phase. Next question you look into, which of the following cannot be found during study of cell cycle? Diploid cells found in G0 and G1 phase, cells with twice the normal DNA content in the early M phase, cells with chromosome number doubled in the S phase. The same type of question, cells will never double the chromosome number during S phase. So, here cannot be found, he asked, right. So, that is incorrect statement, option C will be the right answer over here. Next, if you have to look into what is true about telophase stage. So, here in telophase stage, which is the last stage of the M phase, the question is about that. Chromosomes lose their identity to discrete elements. Yes, chromosomes will lose their identity to discrete elements in the telophase, correct. And then chromosomes cluster at the opposite spindle poles, no, this happens in the anaphase. And then nuclear envelope, nucleolus, Golgi complex and ER will reform in the telophase. Once again look into the option B, chromosome clusters, yes, chromosome clusters at the opposite spindle poles will happen. This is not chromosomal movement, the clusters of chromosomes will move to the opposite poles, yes, this is also true. So, here option A, B, C, both all the three are correct, all of these are true. This question you look into, which of the following is key event of anaphase of mitotic division? Chromosomes are moved to the spindle equator and they get aligned to the spindle fibers to both poles. Okay. Chromosomes will be moved to what? Spindle equator and get aligned through spindle fibers to both the poles. Yes, centromeres split and chromatids separate, correct. Chromosomes cluster at the opposite poles and their identity is lost as discrete elements. C will be wrong and both B and C we cannot take. Option B is the exact correct statement which is clearly explaining the key event of anaphase. Once again let us look into option A also. Chromosomes are moved to spindle equator. No, they are not moved to spindle equator during anaphase. So, here option B will be the right answer. Next you look into read the given statements and select the correct option. Statement 1, crossing over is nothing but exchange of genetic material between two homologous chromosomes, true. Statement 2, crossing over is an enzyme mediated process, correct. So, both the statements are correct over here, statement 1 and 2 both are correct. And then if you see this one, select the incorrect statement. Kinetochores serve as sites of attachment of spindle fibers, true. During anaphase, centromeres will split, the centromere will split and chromatids will separate, and then nucleolus, Golgi apparatus, nucleolus, Golgi complex and endoplasmic reticulum will reform in the telophase, true. Mitosis usually results in the production of 4 haploid daughter cells, no, they do not result in the formation of 4 haploid daughter cells, only 2 haploid daughter cells will be formed. So, here option D is the right answer. So, this set of questions will be the last for today's session. Focus, hold on and listen. These are the NEET PYQs of NEET 2020. This question you look into. Some dividing cells exist the cell cycle, some dividing cells exit cell cycle and they enter a vegetative inactive stage. This is called as quiescent stage. This process occurs, quiescent stage will occur at the end of G1 phase. See, I will show you. If this is the complete cell cycle, we have interphase which is having G1, S and G2. Those cells which are escaping from the process of cell division are those cells like nerve cells, heart cells which rarely divide, they escape the cell cycle from G1 to G0 and they will come back to cell cycle again from G0 to G1. So, it is from G1 to G0 to G1 again. Okay. So, here this is from G1, option 1 will be the right answer. Next question you see, dissolution of synaptonemal complex occurs during, dissolution of synaptonemal complex will occur during diplotin stage, okay. Dissolution of synaptonemal complex occurs during diplotin stage, dissolution of chiasmata occurs during the last substage of prophase 1, that is diakinesis. So, that is all for today. We will have the second round of this cell cycle and cell division advanced questionnaire practice for NEET 2026. Do not miss the session at all, and thank you.